Imagine a world far more advanced than ours. A civilization where energy flowed through the air, where towering crystal buildings glowed with unknown power. A place where gods walked among men and then vanished. For centuries, the legend of Atlantis has haunted humanity's imagination. Was it just a philosophical metaphor created by Plato, or is there more to the story? What if I told you Atlantis may have truly existed, not in fairy tales, but deep beneath the sands, in the heart of Africa? And what if its downfall holds a mirror to our modern world? The legend of Atlantis begins not with maps or explorers, but with a philosopher. Around 360 BCE, Plato, the revered Greek thinker, wrote two dialogues, Timaeus and Critias. In these writings, he describes a majestic civilization located beyond the Pillars of Hercules, known today as the Strait of Gibraltar. This land was said to be more advanced than any known society. It had palaces layered in concentric circles, a powerful navy, and mysterious technologies. But more interestingly, Plato claimed this story was passed down to him from his ancestor Solon, who had heard it from Egyptian priests. Quote, "In front of the mouth, which you Greeks call, as you say, the Pillars of Heracles, there lay an island larger than Libya and Asia put together." Was Plato recording a real oral history? Or was it a philosophical allegory about hubris and the fall of man? Many historians dismissed it, but let's go deeper. Thousands of years after Plato, satellites scanning the Sahara Desert discovered something stunning. A massive structure called the Rishat structure, also known as the Eye of the Sahara. From space, it resembles exactly what Plato described. A massive landmass with concentric rings, one of land, one of water, and so on. Its diameter? Roughly 23.5 kilometers, exactly matching Plato's dimensions. It lies west of Egypt, beyond the Pillars of Hercules. Just as he wrote, coincidence or suppressed history? Researchers like Jimmy Corsetti and Graham Hancock believe this could be the real location of Atlantis, not underwater but buried beneath the sands by an ancient cataclysm. And here's the catch. The Rishat structure is not a random formation. Geologists still debate how it was formed. Some suggest erosion. Others aren't so sure. Could this be the final resting place of a forgotten civilization? If Atlantis truly existed, how advanced were they? Ancient texts describe temples made of orichalcum, a mysterious red gold metal that modern science can't quite replicate. Power crystals, anti-gravity flying crafts, and the ability to manipulate water and weather. These aren't sci-fi fantasies. They're consistent motifs in ancient mythologies across the globe. Even Edgar Cayce, the famous American sleeping prophet, claimed that Atlantis had crystal-based power stations. In fact, he predicted that remnants of this technology would be discovered near the Bahamas. And in 2001, sonar images near Bimini showed sunken structures that resembled roads and walls. Is it possible that remnants of Atlantean technology exist scattered across the Earth? Ancient texts often blur the line between gods and kings. In Plato's account, the founder of Atlantis was none other than Poseidon, the god of the sea. In Sumerian texts, a god named Enki brought knowledge and civilization to early humans. In Egypt, Thoth was the god of wisdom, writing, and time. What if these gods were not mythological, but ancient beings? Perhaps advanced humans or something else, who passed on lost knowledge to the survivors of Atlantis? After its fall, some stories claim survivors fled to Egypt and Mesoamerica, which might explain the sudden rise of pyramids and advanced knowledge in those regions. Could the gods of old be refugees from a sunken empire? Solon, Plato's source, claimed that Egyptian priests told him the Atlanteans fought a war against Athens and then perished in a great flood. But Egypt, thousands of years older than Greece, held many secrets. The Great Sphinx, possibly far older than 4,500 years, shows signs of water erosion, even though the Sahara hasn't seen heavy rainfall in over 10,000 years. The Egyptian Book of the Dead speaks of a first time, Zep Tepi, an age when gods ruled the earth and built the pyramids. Could Zep Tepi be the era of Atlantis? And were the pyramids not just tombs, but repositories of lost knowledge? Every story of Atlantis ends the same way, with destruction. Plato writes that the Atlanteans became arrogant, greedy, and power-hungry. In response, the gods, or the universal force, punished them with earthquakes and floods. Does this sound familiar? Could this be a cycle? A warning from the past that civilizations which rise too far too fast and forget spiritual balance are doomed to collapse? Our modern world, obsessed with technology, materialism, and control, may be walking the same path. Why do mainstream historians avoid serious discussion about Atlantis? Is it because they fear ridicule, or because such a discovery would rewrite everything we know? Some theorists claim secret societies and elite groups have always known the truth and have hidden it to maintain control. Ancient maps, pyramids without hieroglyphs, underwater ruins, and forbidden archaeology. The evidence is mounting. Could it be that the past is far older and far stranger than we're allowed to believe? Mythologies around the world speak of floods, golden ages, and sky gods. From the Bible's Noah to the Hindu tale of Manu. These aren't isolated stories, but echoes of a shared memory. Perhaps Atlantis isn't just a city that sank, but a symbol of something deeper, humanity's forgotten greatness and its recurring downfall. What if deep within us all lies a memory of Atlantis? A call to awaken what we've lost. So, what do you believe? Was Atlantis just a myth, or was it a real civilization that vanished, leaving only whispers in stone, myth, and memory? If we listen carefully, the echoes of Atlantis may still be guiding us today. Let us know in the comments below. And if you believe history holds more secrets than we're told, subscribe for more. Until next time, this is Ancient Philosopher. Stay curious, stay awakened.